Happy 4th of July and welcome again to the Art and Susie Hour. This week, we're going to chit chat with you about what our weekend was like last week.
Art is holding the tent. Look how, oh my.
And listen, we're just sharing our weekend with you. We could give you some sort of lesson or something in there, but we'll talk with you about what we think the takeaway of last weekend was. And takeaway it was.
Blow away.
What the blow away from last weekend, the blowout from last weekend was. The setup or the scenery was supposed to be our daughter's baby shower. So everything is set to go. In her mind, what she wanted was a beautiful, rustic, mason jar, sunflower plaid, red and white plaid tablecloths. That was what she was looking forward to. I keep looking over here. That's what she was looking forward to. Burlap sack, BBQ, hot dogs, hamburgers, potato salads, fruits, veggies, that good stuff. What happened instead literally blew us away. Stay tuned.
The shower is on Saturday, so Friday. So my daughter and fiance knew people that had tents. So we planned on having some tents in our backyard. So Friday rolls around. Mm-hmm. We've got the tents.
Yeah.
And I come home from work and set up the tents. It wasn't too bad.
We figured we would be prepared.
Trying to get ready so we're not doing it last minute.
On Saturday.
So
right.
Friday, come home, figure out how to roll out the tent. Took about an hour for the first one. Your brother...
Yeah, my brother came over.
Fiance comes over. So we set up the second tent. It sort of made a T shape. Mm-hmm. One of the tents was longer than the other. So we get it all set up for Friday. Well, we're watching the weather, and Friday night showing, 35% chance of rain. We're thinking, okay, we'll be okay. Well, a 35% chance of rain became 100%. And if you were to look at a weather map, what you would see is dark red.
Bordering
completely on purple.
Right.
So this is not the green rain that you see on your weather app.
No.
This is full on rainstorm. So one of the poles or one of the bars holding the top of the tent up was weak and rusted, and it bent. Well, I duct taped it up in hopes that I would be able to run out to the hardware store and get some kind of a metal coupling or something to give it support. Well, I didn't have time to do that, so here comes the rain. Well, when it rained, it bent again. It created a swimming pool on the top of the tent, and it was a domino effect.
All right.
Shattered, destroyed.
Totally.
Just ruined that tent in a matter of 10 minutes.
So here's the tent.
One of two.
One of two.
Here is the other one.
Here's the other one.
Here are the pieces that shattered.
Right.
In the rainstorm.
Absolutely.
5 minutes. So 2 hours of work to put it up. 5 minutes down.
And guess what? There's another rainstorm coming this evening that threatens to just end all of this. Yeah, that tent was in the trash in a lickety split.
So that's Friday night. So then it got nicer. It stopped raining, of course. So we're thinking, okay, we have one tent left. So Saturday rolls around. The weather is looking pretty good. It's a really nice morning. So we set up the tables, and we set everything up.
Oh, yeah.
And it looked great.
Looked really nice.
Well, the sky's, again, getting dark. 35% chance of rain. It's 3 o'clock. So you'll see some live footage. Their dark red shows up on the weather app again.
Hey.
Yeah.
The neighbor. Hey.
Don't censor that, YouTube, because it's probably copyright protected. All right, Come on.
Yeah.
A little slower.
Yeah.
All right, my man. Yeah.
He's not even looking over here. He look like Fred
He's
Hammond.
Chilling. Anyhow, dark red, weather app, purple, kaboom. So I run out to the tent, and I'm holding the tent because it's looking like it wants to take flight, like one of those bouncy houses that you see that takes off into space, and the wind is blowing, and the wind is blowing, and the rain is coming, and one of the poles collapses.
And I felt so badly for him.
So take a look.
You guys, oh my gosh, the rain has come and the wind, and it is brutal. Artie is holding the tent. Literally. We're all, ready to set up out here because I believe God that the rain wouldn't come. God had other plans. And so Art is literally holding down the tent. It's 3 o'clock. We have the party scheduled for 5:30. OMG. It's literally lifting off the floor. Oh my gosh. He is holding it down. Oh, he just broke it. Oh my God. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be inside for this whole shindig. The whole thing has collapsed. Oh my gosh. Is he okay? Oh my God. Oh no. Right. So what you're seeing is Art holding the tent. And as you can hear, I am commentating the entire time.
So do you film your friend getting eaten by the alligator, or do you go help him? She filmed me being eaten by the alligator.
No.
That's pretty hopeless anyhow.
Right. But what did we learn in all of this?
So yeah, what did we learn? I'm probably the one that needed to learn.
No, I was definitely in learning mode. What I gathered from all of this is that we must learn to go with the flow. And like Art used to teach me years ago, be here now.
Sounds good. Sounds great.
Right. Be here now. And for me, it was important to stay present and not to zone out into complete disaster mode, that everything has flopped and the people are coming and they're going to be packed in my small house like sardines, and we're not going to have anywhere to put them, and it's just going to be awful, and Majarel's going to be miserable. That's our daughter. And that's not what happened. The rains came 3 times.
They sure did.
3 times and whipped everything apart. They were running outside to put tablecloths on. The rain was coming. They were pulling the tablecloths off and bringing it back until the rain passed, and then drying everything up and putting it back out in hopes that it would stop. But it was about 3 times before it actually stopped.
But then came the rainbow.
Oh, the sun came out while the rain was falling at one point.
Oh yeah, that's usually when you see it.
Yeah.
In our backyard, we've got a really good view. We see many, many rainbows for whatever the reason.
Yeah.
And then the clouds broke and the sun came out, and it was a beautiful afternoon. 2 tents later.
Yeah.
And our backyard was a mud pit. So
it was a mud pit.
Many of us were walking around barefoot, splashing in the mud.
It was, you know what?
But we learned, you make the most of it.
You make the most of it. No need to try to impress anyone.
And that was part of the experience.
It was so
Some people didn't want to go in the mud.
freeing.
They stayed in the house.
Cool.
Okay. Some people didn't care. Some people went out and sat on the chairs that sank in the mud.
Yep.
Nobody really cared.
I had mud between my toes.
So we rebounded, we
Taking
recovered.
care of guests.
Yeah, and you make the best of it. In fact, you make light of what others may be traumatized by.
Yeah.
Other people may have freaked out about the mud. You know what? You can't change it.
And guess what? She had a great time. It was nicely attended. And
and learn to breathe.
Yeah.
And I think once we stopped, took a breath,
Yeah.
relaxed just for a minute, you accept what you can and can't change,
Right.
and you move on.
And you move on. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy the moment. If there's a lesson here, it's whatever's happening in your life, relax and go with the flow. Yeah.
But it's basically just be here now, be in the moment. You know, accept what you can and can't change.
Right. And enjoy each other.
And roll with it.
Right. And with that, remember,
Stay
stay strong.
Stay together.
Stay together.
And stay in love.
Stay in love. And we'll see you next time.
See you next time.